Star Wars questions. You guys are, making me lose my voice before I've even started DMing. But let's all move down to the proper channel.
Got
Oh,
you.
y'all talking about Star Wars without me?
I'm a
Damn.
Star Wars lore master, so yes.
Okay, I have
didn't-
one more question, if that's okay.
Let's move down and you can ask it there.
Okay.
And an orphanage. Zoe joins, all he hears is
An orphanage.
It was all he hears is an orphanage.
Okay.
So, technically, Star Wars and D&D related. Being a lore master, have you ever thought about doing a Star Wars homebrew?
Yes,
Oh
I
my
have.
God.
But actually, for my roleplay Star Wars itch, I'm a member of the largest role-playing guild in SWTOR, known as SOTCAN, and I'm part of the Sith side, which is Lords of SOTCAN.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah. If you ever do want to do a Star Wars homebrew, I'm very interested.
I would be down for that as well. Fucking love Star
Yeah.
Wars. Been trying to get back into it.
Okay. I will definitely consider that. But right now I am full.
Right now we need D&D. Right now we need D&D.
1 second. There may
Oh,
be.
yeah.
Hold on. There may be an ear rape warning as I adjust the volume here.
Okay.
Alright.
So I do have to say, I've been reading the High Republic stuff. Like the Star Wars High Republic.
It's not taking. 1 second. I will be right back. I'm sorry, you
my
were
dice
saying
guy
about the
was-
High
I-
Republic?
Alright.
I have
Gotta
created
keep
a new
pirate
dice roll.
mentality. Alright.
And I
what?
shall. I shall imprison any dice that rolls in that one.
I hear it.
I hear it.
Hey. Nice
Barely, but I hear
music.
it.
Very sinister music.
I don't hear it at all.
Yay.
Oh no! Now
Oh.
that's way too low. 1 second.
Is it an orphanage?
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 Why is there an
Yeah.
orphanage?
Okay, so you're
Nah,
saying you're
we're
enjoying the High Republic part? Well, the nice thing about Disney actually exploring the Rusan Reformation era is outside of specifically following independent stories or the story of the Sith in general, the High Republic era, which they've named that, it wasn't originally named that, is an area that is relatively unexplored in the expanded universe, so they are actually free to make up what they want.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
and
look
I
what
just
you've
love
done.
like the different interpretations of the Force rather than being like strict like it was like during like regular canonical time period where it's like it's a symphony, it's a candle flame, it's an ocean.
Well,
and
yeah.
sometimes you have
That's-
those who are like
That's what I was mentioning earlier about extremism in the Jedi Order and the Sith, and why they both needed to be destroyed for Anakin to truly be the chosen one.
mhm.
To restore
And then
the
you have
Zoe, D&D,
then you
come
have
on.
I know. I'm focusing on it. Give me 1 second. I am pulling up. So, for those of you that aren't already there, please pull up Roll20. I will be launching the game in just a second.
alright,
Alright, I still can't hear the music.
I've had it.
You can adjust Musico itself. It is still a little quiet on my end too, so I will turn it up another notch.
How do I do that on my phone?
You hold the icon and you drag volume up.
Yep. There. This one's a bit more moody. It's got some lightning and thunder, so.
Nice.
so, some nice atmospheric music for when we start interrogating.
Well, we've already
when I
been
see an
interrogating,
orphanage.
so
Well, when we start interrogating another bastard.
that's right. Who is this over here? Okay,
I
Michael,
wonder
you're all the way
if
up
I'll.
there.
Yeah, I had a panic attack.
Oh, that's right. You're in the middle of a panic.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I had a panic
We just
attack.
let them go.
we will be doing our little intro here. Welcome to the third session of An Era of Blood, The Rise of 9 Monarchs. If you weren't here or don't remember from last session, we had Jessica and Ignis doing the most of the lifting, and I do apologize to you, Michael, for that, because Queek wasn't here, and you two kind of have things that are related to each other, so I couldn't go way into depth with what I wanted to
Yeah,
with
it's
you.
fine.
But now that everybody's here, we can do that. And if we remember that Jerry is alive, he's
Yeah.
doing
Good.
fine.
Yeah, Jerry.
He is
MVP.
right underneath Dimitri. He actually saved Dimitri in the first session with a healing potion. And
He's not
the
useless.
reinforcements came, and unfortunately for Dimitri here, we've been unable to heal him. The two people, or the healer, the cleric that came with the group of guards, has been failing so far to resurrect him. Speaking of which, the first roll from the DM will be resurrecting him as I talk about some of the information you guys may have forgotten. For Jessica and for Ignis, who, by the way, both of which have shared their information, you've learned from the group of gathered enemies that you've been interrogating that this wasn't a random raid for resources or money. This was a deliberate attack goaded on by mysterious individuals in black robes and one individual in a red robe.
With
Yeah.
like insert symbol here.
Okay.
Crimson. Oh,
And we're going to get immediately into Dimitri. After what was probably actually only 10 minutes that passed in person, as we were doing this interrogation, and don't forget, Elfie, you were looking for a place to repair a weapon, which is the building I circled. So don't forget that's where you were last time. Dimitri, you are finally healed.
I still can't see Roll20 because I'm on my phone.
Okay, let me very quickly here stream this. Since there's no more DM stuff that I have to care about.
Yeah, I'm on my computer on Tuesday, so definitely this is the last time I'm on my phone.
Okay.
And let me see how much. So we have this really scrawny, sickly-looking elf with long black hair kind of kneeling over Dimitri, who has so far, each time that you've seen him, his hands have glown, and the glow just fizzled out and did nothing to help Dimitri. His unbeknownst to most of you, but known to Jessica and Ignis, his sister keeps berating him. Why don't you do this and this? Come on, I know you're better than this, are some of the things she's saying. As she tries to direct him, and finally this lethargic elf decides to actually heal Dimitri now that Queek's back. Basically, that was our excuse for you not being in the last session.
Damn it!
How about me?
this guy just could not heal for shit.
No,
By the
he
way,
could.
Saru.
Hold that for 1
sorry.
second. You
Alright.
gain 5 health back, Dimitri. He basically rolled minimum on his heal.
Oh god.
That's fine.
The healer sucks.
Yeah, that's already been established.
Saru.
What's up?
Yeah, you gotta remember that every time after the healer tried healing and failed, he just got knocked out.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
just
right,
go
that's
sleep.
right. He kept getting knocked out by his failed healing attempts. So
Yeah,
his,
get
I
kicked.
totally forgot about that. Thank you. So his
problem.
sister is also like slapping him awake each time. So since we were just finishing up and we kind of basically wrapped up the interrogation, we're going to go immediately back to Michael, who is going to roll a d20 to see if he can get his panic attack under control.
Alright, a D20. Any modifiers?
Nope, it's just a straight roll. If you roll above 10, you're good.
Well, I failed, but not miserably. I rolled a 9.
9.
Oh,
Mm.
Up to a very good start, I guess.
I will let you re-roll that just because I need it for narrative purposes. But if you fail
10.
again, you got a 10?
Yeah, I got a 10.
Okay. then
Exactly.
You are fine. You recover from your panic attack. You realize that you overreacted, that whatever set you off,
It-
thought that set you off. I'm not going to go into depth in that because it's about your backstory.
yeah.
The thought that set you off, you realize that it's not that important. It's still terrifying to think about, but you realize that running away randomly is way worse than just standing there. So you recover, you're able to move freely, and since we're not in combat, you're free to move wherever you'd like. And as he is returning, Elfie, you found this broken weapon of the leader, and you were looking for a place to repair it, and there's a very evident blacksmith shop, which is circled on my screen, the building that's circled on my screen. It's got like that little smithy out front. There's a bit of a storefront there. So it's clearly the village blacksmith's location.
All right. I would definitely like to see if I can get it repaired.
Okay. You can move on over there, and Michael, can you move yourself, Michael, or who doesn't have access?
Yeah. I can,
Okay.
no worries.
I am
I was
not
just
able to
waiting
do it.
until you were like done.
So it's you, Elfie, that can't move yourself, right?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm just gonna place myself there.
Okay.
I'm back.
So, Elfie, you move over there. You're looking to repair it, which requires tools and materials. So give me an investigation roll.
A what?
Investigation roll.
Investigation roll? Intelligence, right?
I believe so, yes.
Alright. Hold on, sorry. D&D Beyond's glitching.
Okay. So I just rolled for the resources that you can find there, so it'll be up to you to find them.
Alright. It'll be... Okay, here it is. And... Wait. How do I get to that again?
And this is why we have music and background ambiance. For the awkward times that
Yeah.
rolling takes forever.
Well, it's storming outside my window, so yeah, double the more. I mean, it's better. I have plenty of satisfying rain noises. I actually had to help the neighbor because a kitten was in my backyard while it was storming.
You said
So
a
yeah, I
kitten?
helped. Yeah, a kitten.
Oh, saving animals is the best thing you can do in life.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
got him
Saving
inside
humans?
there.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, no,
Damn.
For that.
let him die.
Okay, so what did
Let
you
him
roll,
fall
Elfie?
over cliff.
Trying to get to... I'm trying to remember how to get to... Oh, here it is. Investigation.
It's just a D20.
Hey! With the +3 from my intelligence, it's 18.
18. Okay, great. So this is a well-stocked blacksmithy. Now, you find everything you'd ever need to repair this weapon, but the question is, do you have the skill? It's completely up to you. I would say that, from your experience on the high seas, weapon maintenance was a serious issue, especially with the rust from all the seawater. So I'd say that you have at least the basic knowledge to understand what you're looking at. But obviously it will be a series of rolls for you to figure out whether or not you actually can repair that. But we are going to table that. You said you got an 18, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you enter the building when you're looking around? Because the smithy is outside, but there may be more. There may be some of the materials inside the building. But do you go inside the building or do you stay outside? Just so you know, outside is enough materials for you to repair the weapon.
I'm gonna go inside.
Okay. So you enter this building. It is well lit. The events that happened just moments before really caught the entire village by surprise. There's a half-eaten meal on the table. It's still pretty early in the day, so you can only assume that they were wrapping up breakfast when the village was attacked, and so everything's a little disorganized. The bed looks like it was just slept in, but you find that a lot of the shelves, for a blacksmith at least, it's a little weird. A lot of the shelves have books on them.
It's interesting. Can I kind of glance over what the books are about?
Sure. So there's definitely a good amount of them about blacksmithing, different techniques, how to improve. You find a couple of books that are titled like "Have you been alone in this entire time? Here's a couple ways to make a good date." So clearly the blacksmith's a little lonely too. And finally, you get to a couple of books that have no inscription, title, or name on them. They're just like blank books. They could be his diary, but they are bound in leather, and they're clearly higher quality than you might expect somebody to make a simple diary out of.
All right. Can I try to open any of them to see what's inside?
Yeah, no, you can't. Your fingers fall off, and you can't open any of the books.
Oh, sad. Try again next time.
Yeah, that's what happens if I made you roll and you got like a nat 1 or something. Of course you can. Of course you can.
Well,
open.
I also luckily I'm a halfling, so I have the
Yeah.
lucky trait.
So remind me what languages you can read.
Languages. All right. I gotta go to the page.
The languages I gave you, just as a reminder, if you're using D&D
Yeah.
and Beyond.
Yeah, because it wouldn't let me put those. I can speak Kos, Ivan, and the basic for multiple regions.
Okay, so these books are written in a language you don't know.
Ooh.
There is one, however, that is written in Hyven, and it is it's like it's not exactly like a story, but it's a retelling of a voyage somebody took across the sea. Now, from what you read or glance over, because you're not like, it would take you like hours to actually read the book. As you glance over it, you get the idea that this story is at least like a couple hundred years old, so it's not really that relevant. But without taking the time to read more, that's basically what the book's about. If you're just like leafing through it.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was doing.
So that's what you find there. In the meantime, we're going to go back to Dimitri and Michael as you do your thing there.
Sorry, I was gonna say before we do the books I couldn't read and that one that I was able to, I'm just gonna pocket them.
Yeah, all good. So Dimitri and Michael. For Dimitri, you just got resurrected after falling down twice, so feel free to play that as you will. But Michael, as you come back into the square, you notice a shimmering around a couple of the dead bodies. And it's pretty apparent that nobody gathered in the square notices that shimmering or could even see it. So you two have fun.
Oh. So like I can't so others can see it, but is it only me that can see it?
You're the only one that can see it, and the best way to describe it is like the spell I think it's Fairy Fire that illuminates things.
Yes.
So it's not like doing any damage. It's not dangerous or anything, but it seems to like
Those highlights stuff
outline.
in that corner.
It seems to outline the bodies.
Alright, so it is only me that can see it.
Correct.
And it's like visually like when you shoot somebody with a glow arrow in Minecraft.
That's a pretty good analogy, yeah.
Oh, alright, I understand. Just need to
but
make
it's
sure.
like a lot fainter than that.
Oh, alright. And you can't see it through walls, of course.
No, you can't.
Yeah, makes sense.
So yeah, Dimitri, you're being stood over by two elves, both with long black hair, and they seem to be looking down at you. And the woman says, "You finally got him back up. You nearly lost him."
Took you fucking long enough. Christ almighty. As he stands up and just slams his two-handed hammer on the ground.
As you slam your hammer, the gaunt-looking male elf kind of like reels back in a little bit of surprise and fear, and he goes, "I'm sorry. I am so sorry. It was my off day. I had just." That's his entire answer.
Dimitri just stares at him and says, "Thank you, but fucking do better next time."
You sound just like my sister.
Be lucky you're not a dwarf, because I would have hit you with this hammer.
He kind of straightens up a little bit and looks down at you, and then just kind of scurries away. He just moves over here. He's looking at the house on fire now.
I then put I pretty much have like the warhammer on my back, so like my right arm is like positioned in like kind of like a flexing thing, and I just have it like leaning over my shoulder towards my back.
Okay. As you lift up the warhammer, the female elf next to you, his sister, watches him go, and then turns back to you and says, "You should have hit him. It might have done him some good."
I'll fucking do that next time.
I won't hold it against you, especially if it's a repeat report. Especially if it's a repeat. I'm doing the fuck. I'm trying to go for a Russian accent. I did this last time. Now I'm mimicking your accent. God damn it. She goes, "Good." No, that's against Scott. Whatever. She just says good. If it doesn't kill him, it will make him stronger, and I won't hold it against you, especially if it's a repeat performance of today.
Don't worry, I won't hit him that fucking hard. Yeah.
She looks back at him and goes, "It won't take much to kill him."
I know. I was gonna hit him with the pommel.
She chuckles and then looks around and starts pointing at the guards and goes, "We don't have any people here. You two, go in that direction. You two, go that way. And the you two, go that way." She's basically pointing in the cardinal directions. "And start looking for survivors. Sergeant, organize the rest of the people here and start making search parties." So she's clearly the one in command of everything here. So the guards start moving off. I'm just going to move them away. I'm not going to move them all the way away, but basically if they're outside of the circle, they have left your visual periphery. And then these guys kind of form up over here. And then two of these guards, there are still guards on the prisoners as well. So.
Saru.
What's up?
That one like, what was that enemy called again? That I thought it was an orc.
That's just the leader. They're not actually orcs. They're just the best tiles that I could find to use.
All right.
Anybody who's seen Game of Thrones, imagine they're dressed like wildlings.
Oh.
Except they all have like bone masks. I believe some of them have been removed. But if they haven't, then you don't even know what species they are.
All right. Well, my point is that were one I'm just gonna call them boners. So yeah, the boner closest to Jessica.
You can't. I was kind of say you can't call him boner anymore because he can't even get one.
And he's dead. He exploded.
Yeah.
From
didn't that guy like? Didn't
He lost
Jessica
his dick.
explode as? Yeah.
He lost his dick. That's why you can't call him Boner.
Yeah, so yeah, no, that's right. If for those who weren't here, mostly that means you, Queek. Yeah, so they shot the leader's dick off, and another
He
one,
asked
Jessica
for it.
did.
and
I
then
actually
he
asked for it.
exploded because of blood magic, which should remind me to do this. He is dead.
But he actually asked me to shoot his dick off.
That's because you failed on your check.
It cauterized.
Yeah, I do also remember that I also gave Jessica like some kind of staff, rare staff.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yep,
Yeah.
you did give her a weapon, but you
what was
guys
the
don't know
staff?
what it does yet.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, no problem, Bailey.
For now, it's the bonk stick. That's what I'm saying. For now, it's the bonk stick.
Yeah.
So, I'm like right next to Dimitri. I'm just gonna like walk up right next to him and just ask, it's like check on him. Like, are you okay? I know you were dead for quite some time. I was very nervous. That dude, I know him. He's not the best at this at all.
So
Yeah,
Dimitri,
second fine.
you hear these words, but the longer Ignis talks, the further away it seems Ignis is to you.
God.
As their words seem to almost be moving in slow motion, and it sounds as if they're speaking underwater. By the end of Ignis talking, you can't even tell what they are saying. And you look over at the field of dead bodies, not just the ones that were killed by your party, but the ones who died before you even arrived. And you can see like almost like a gas escaping from a couple of them as you stare at them.
I just keep staring.
The gas keeps moving upwards. The gas keeps moving upwards. If you don't do anything, the gas keeps moving, and as the gas continues to escape these bodies, eventually it starts to simmer off and just seems to float away. A couple of them are still leaking this gas, and some of the ones that you recently killed start excreting this gas as well.
Is there something I can do about the gas, or find out what the gas is, or is it just a random gas from the bomb?
No, you can absolutely take an action. As you're standing here, you feel a connection to this gas in a way that nobody should be connected to any form of gas. Roll me a religion check.
Sure. Hold on. I do. Okay.
Religion or history, it's up to you. Either will work.
Guidance.
Guidance? Okay.
Yes.
Add a plus.
Well, technically, you don't know this is happening, so.
Oh, God damn it.
No, that's true. You don't know what's happening, so you wouldn't know. You're talking to him. You're like wah 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 wah.
Like,
I thought
right,
I would like
adventure
be able
time.
to see his like eyes just like look like almost like looking somewhere, and I'm just like, wait, what the fuck are you?
Yeah, you can definitely
looking
see
at?
that Dimitri is not paying attention to anything you say.
So I'm just again like I'm just gonna ask him like, what are you seeing right? Is everything okay? What are you seeing? Is there something I can do to help you?
Dimitri, you hear wah 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 wah.
It's just have you seen that one episode of Adventure Time where they've got those puppet people, like those mini people? It's basically that.
Yeah, no, speaking of which, I am actually in the process of watching Adventure Time again.
Yeah.
I miss it.
So Dimitri, did you get your roll?
Yeah, dirty 20.
Oh, sorry, what was it?
Dirty 20, so
Dirty
it's not.
20. Gotcha. That is more than definitely more than what I was looking for. So you're all good. So, as you stare at this gas, you are mentally transported back to your time at the Grand Temple, where you learned the arts of being a cleric and the tenets of the religion that you follow. And during this, there is an obscure lesson that said that you remember one of your professors saying, "A long time ago, there was once a grand cleric of our order that was able to commune with those who had died after death. Although he is the only one known to us, it was described by him as their spirits leaving their body after death. Unfortunately, there was only a limited amount of time in which he could commune with these spirits before they were returned to the cycle of reincarnation," is at least part of the speech that you remember hearing. And based off of the description of that speech, you're pretty convinced that that's what's happening to you. These are the spirits leaving the bodies of the dead. Just as a pause, Michael, as you're standing around watching these bodies glow, some of them are glowing brighter than others, some of them are glowing dimmer, and some of the citizens of the villagers who were clearly killed before you got here, the glow around them starts to disappear and fade away. Back to you, Queek.
Well, after that, Dimitri will move to one of the bodies that is having a gas from it and sees if he can at all commune with it.
Okay, this can be either a religion or arcana check, but I'd like you to describe in more detail exactly what you're doing or what you're trying to do.
Well, right now he's like trying to see if he can like talk to the spirit or like see if
what you're saying is you just like stand over the body and go, "Hey, can you hear me?"
No, not that.
But I mean, like, in essence, that's what you're doing.
Like, he'll pick up something holy and then like place his hand on the body and see if he can like talk to it like that.
So you do have multiple holy items on you. In fact, oh god, I need to go check your gear. Give me 1 second.
Speaking of God, holy stuff.
Well, let's just say I think my Warhammer is holy, so I'll just put my Warhammer on his chest.
Just like, it's like you just plunge it into the ground. The bride just goes.
No, you think it's holy, you stab it in his chest.
Thor puts
you just put it on him and be like, "Yeah, here, hold this." So what's up?
1 second. Let me just you have an amulet, a religious amulet on you. I was just making sure it was your amulet. You have a religious amulet on you, and you can like clench that as a holy item as you put your warhammer on their chest. And what do you say?
Trying to think.
I'll intercede here since you're not entirely sure because you don't know the religion as well as I do. There are certain rites that are given to those who have passed in this religion to ease or make sure that their spirits enter the circle of reincarnation. Otherwise, they can become like ghosts or ghouls that are kind of stuck outside of the pattern of or the cycle of reincarnation. So you could start with like some holy hymn that you don't have to say because I'll know what that means, and then you just like
I'll pretty much like Dimitri will like to each body that has gas coming out of it, he'll keep doing the same thing. It's pretty much a holy hymn that will push the souls to their reincarnation, to the good reincarnation rather than coming back as ghouls.
Okay, so
I also rolled a 15.
Okay, you rolled a 15. That. So as you go from body to body, as you say these hymns, you feel lighthearted as you can see this gaseous form. Every time that you do this gaseous form seems to like accelerate its process and disappear even faster. To you, it feels like reassurance that not only is your faith correct, but what you were taught actually helps. Until you get to one body and you speak this hymn, and instead of the gas disappearing, it seems to almost solidify in front of you.
What?
It seems to take on a spectral form. Everybody who wants to can make a I don't know, would this be an insight or an arcana check? Anybody who wants to can make an arcana check if they want to, or
Okay,
religion check.
Let's do this.
I'm not over there, so I will.
Wait, what am I? What are we doing? An iconic check
Arcana,
for?
or a religion check, your choice. If you either have proficiency, but I believe they're both ruled by intelligence.
Yeah.
I rolled a 19.
Yeah, they're both intelligent, I think.
I mean,
Or
I guess I want.
yeah, religion's an intelligence check, but again, like for me, you have to add a modifier. I'm proficient in Arcana.
Okay,
so
then
I have a
you can do an
proficiency.
Arcana check and get proficiency.
I got an 18.
Is there any modifiers?
It's intelligence plus any proficiency that you have in it, and I don't remember
Okay.
your proficiencies.
D20.
Yeah, whenever you're
Yeah,
making a
D20.
check, it's always going to. If you're ever making a check or a saving throw, it's always based off of a D20.
Alright, a 9.
Okay.
I got a
rolled-
9.
I rolled
Michael,
3 intelligence 3
based-
and providence.
based off of your backstory and hidden traits, I will allow you to roll with advantage. So re-roll that and see if you get any better.
Wait, me too?
No, just
Oh,
Michael.
What
Oh,
the
God damn it.
fuck is that? Look, I got a 20.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense for your character.
Godspeed to me.
Okay, I now need to make a DM roll. Okay. Sorry, that was me shaking my arms because now I have physical dice to roll.
Yay!
I know, it's great. If you check the channel, I posted pictures of the dice I got. Okay, so anybody who rolled over a 15.
God damn it.
Since I wasn't listening to what you were saying for your rolls, I know that one of you got a 19, 18. But anyway, anybody who rolled over a 15 would see this form, except you wouldn't see it in the way that Dimitri or Michael is about to see it. You would see it as the gaseous form that was originally described, as it appears over one of the dead bodies. In fact, it's the dead body specifically that Dimitri is standing in front of. With his warhammer on its chest, kind of like pushing it out. Anybody who rolled over 15 sees this. For Michael specifically, you would see this gaseous, this gas take a form that is exactly what what Dimitri sees. It's a basic humanoid form. It's not a full ghost by any means, but it seems to be almost like a very, very faint and blobby astral projection.
Alright, I'm just like, what the fuck is that?
You don't know.
Yeah,
but Dimitri, for you, this form seems to be mouthing words at you.
Would I understand any of the words?
I need to go and check your known languages. Yes, you would. Yes, you would if you could hear it, but you can see the shape that this astral mouth is taking, and it looks like Lightven.
Would I be able to read his lips to figure out what he's trying to say, even though I can't hear it?
Sure. I believe that'd be like an insight check, right?
Sure.
So.
That would be just oh dang, I'm really going insight. 13. Never mind. I got an 8.
8? Okay.
No, 13.
Oh, a 13.
I got 13. I rolled an 8.
Okay, got you. You can make out some of what he's saying, but it seems to be gibberish. It's like, tell Aaliyah that I love her. Make sure that my cat doesn't die in the fires nearby.
Oh!
So that is what you are reading, and you have it seems like as it's speaking, it seems to start disappearing again. If you want to take any further actions to try and commune with this ghost.
I do not. I let it rest, and I do pretty like, if I understand, it's like save its cat, or tell his wife he loves her. I'll try and see if I can fulfill that.
Okay. Then as you let it go, it just drifts off and disappears, and the rest of you who saw it in the first place see it just start to fade into non-existence as it finally disappears. For Michael, you, as everybody else sees it disappear, you see it linger a while. Well, as everybody else who saw it sees it disappear. I just didn't want to add that extra preference since I've done it the sentence before. And according to the English language, that is, even in writing, enough.
Yeah.
But Michael, you see that the spirit, in fact, all of these gaseous forms that are now visible to you for some reason, that are lying above the slightly glowing bodies, they're still there. They're still lingering around. And as you watch, your scythe starts to vibrate.
I'm just like, is my scythe alive or something?
If you remember, which you might not, this weapon was given to you by the old man who first saw you after the battle, and he's the one who actually gave you this scythe.
And I just say to myself, like, the hell did that old man put in this scythe?
Are you physically holding the scythe, or is it like on a sheath or something?
I mean, actually, I don't know. Maybe I just, maybe it's like I just have something to hold it on my back. I don't know.
Okay. Then make me a dexterity saving throw, which is a d20.
But I think like if right now it's just I just have it in my arm.
Oh, if it's in your arms, then you have to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, d20 plus my strength
Yep.
modifier. All right. I rolled a 4 on just that, and 8 in total.
Okay,
Damn,
as you feel the scythe start to vibrate, it suddenly jerks away from you as if it were alive, and it just starts spinning out of your hands. You can't hold on to it. You nearly grab it, but you can't hold on to it as it starts spinning away, and jumps forward and starts just like, everybody goes, holy shit, and they duck as it starts spinning around. Dimitri, you see the scythe starting to come towards you. Nobody, make an attack roll against Dimitri, even though it's not technically you attacking.
Ooh.
Dimitri, I really hope you survive.
Is it what is it, D12 or something?
D20 plus your attack modifier, which for your scythe is your strength. So it's D20 plus strength.
I'm gonna be surprised if it's a 20. Oh, an 8? Then in total it's gonna be 12.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that doesn't hit you there, Dimitri. You have a 16 armor class?
No, it does not.
Okay, yeah. So you see
I have
this.
a 19.
Oh, 19, yeah. You see the scythe come flying at you, and I don't know how you want to respond. You can either duck, as everybody else does, or you can raise your shield and deflect it. But however you decide to defend yourself from the scythe, it starts flying around in a circle as it flies over each body before it eventually returns to Dimitri. Or sorry, to Michael.
I was gonna roll to just whack the scythe.
Yeah, you can make a reaction counterattack against the scythe itself if you'd like.
I don't know why, but the music fits this session
I
very well.
I choose the music I play in the background very carefully.
And I respect that. It's perfect. It's mysterious.
That's the idea. You guys learned a couple of secrets last session. This was supposed to happen last session as well, but because Queek wasn't able to make it, I had to push your part of the story back to this session.
Alright, so I'm guessing next session it's gonna be battling again?
No, not necessarily. It depends on how this session goes.
Alright. Cause if I remember correctly, you're gonna go like session 1 fight, session 2 just explore, and then repeat.
It's all on your guys' actions. Like I said, I drastically changed the storyline or the direction of this campaign to be a longer campaign than a shorter campaign that I was originally planning on. The actual story arc of this campaign is the exact same, but the time scale and actions is what I wanted to change. So it's whatever ends up happening.
Oh, okay.
So
Queek,
what did you roll for attack?
So I only rolled a 10, but all I pretty much wanted to do was just smack it, put it on the ground, just put my warhammer.
Oh, you want to make it? Okay, let's make a grapple check. I'm just gonna put blank. So you said you rolled a 10? Yeah, you successfully grab it and shove it down to the ground. As you hold it under your shield, it again violently vibrates until finally the vibrating slows down, eventually stops, and it seems to lose whatever animated it.
I just angrily look at Michael and then just yell at him, "What the fuck are you fucking thinking?"
I just say, I don't know what the hell happened. It just started vibrating. I mean, I don't know. I thought it was alive for a second. It kind of was, but I've never seen that before.
By the way, Jessica and Ignis, you all see this happening, so...
Oh, Jessica's just giving like a very interested look when they just say it started vibrating.
Oh my god.
There you
Oh.
go.
But yeah, Ignis, he just like kind of looks over at Dimitri, tries to read his facial expression, trying to see what's up, because I rolled very low on the Arcana.
Yeah, you're
And then-
just standing there going, what the fuck?
What the fuck? So I'm just like, if Soa could fill me in, that would be fantastic. But I'd like look over at Dimitri, ask him what's going on. Do you know anything about like why the scythe is vibrating? Trying to figure out like what is going on. Like I don't see these gaseous forms. I don't see these like faint bodies being outlined. I just need some like clarity.
It's up to you guys to describe it.
Yeah, I mean, someone help me out here.
A fucking scythe flew at me. What the fuck you want me to say?
And
Be
like,
lucky, that's
I only
fucking
started
scythe.
paying attention when they said it was vibrating. I did not
You're-
see anything that happened.
Well, you're sex crazy, okay? Just to...
Hey, it's called
But,
having
like-
a fun mind.
eh. But like,
But no,
do we know why this scythe is vibrating? Like, is there something I could like discern off of it that could like help me get a better understanding?
maybe a ghost did it.
Give me
Maybe.
1 second. While I take this second to do what I want, Elfie, we're going to go back to you just for a second.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do there other than try and repair the blade?
Those books without name or anything on them, specifically the ones I couldn't read, but also the one I could. I was just gonna pocket those as well.
So
just in
you
case
can
somebody
add
else
to
needs
your
them.
inventory 3 nameless books and 1 nameless book in Hyven. But other than that, you are free to try and repair the weapon, which will be a series of dexterity checks.
Okay.
Okay.
How many do I roll?
Roll 3 for me.
All right. Dexterity check. All right. Oh shit! First one, natural 20 plus 5 is 25.
Yeah.
Okay, gain advantage on the second one then.
Let's go. That's 20, baby.
Another one?
No, I'm just
So
celebrating.
advantage.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, holy shit. Yeah, you can roll the second one with advantage.
2 d20s, right? And then I choose the highest one.
Yeah.
First one's 5, second one's 15, plus 5 is still shit 20.
Okay. That's still not high enough to give you advantage again. So roll the third one.
All right. Oh shit! 15 plus 5.
You got a 3.
Wait, what?
Huh?
What is it?
You got a 3, right?
What? I said 15 plus 5.
For the
Oh my
third.
god, another 20?
You got another
For the
20?
third one.
Okay. So, you're over there just smithing away, happy as could be, completely oblivious to everything else that's going on, as you reforge this weapon into a weapon that is God-given to the mankind, or to the races of this world. So we're going to go back to the scythe. You guys want insight in the scythe? You can either do a animal handling check, or a religion check.
Animal handling or religion? Okay,
Yep.
let me pull up D&D Beyond.
Yeah, sorry,
Let's see
I had
if
to I had to pull up exactly what check I needed to do there. I had to read the
So-
descriptions real quick.
Animal handling or religion? Okay, my religion's terrible.
That's
I
21
rolled a
for
9
me.
on religion, so I ain't knowing shit.
That's 21 for me on animal handling.
On animal handling, okay. Also, you need to tell me which one you're doing, because that will change the information you get.
18 on animal
Okay.
handling.
I got to
Anyone
use my new dice. my new
anyone
big
else
dice.
doing a check on this?
I'd like to.
Yeah, you can do animal handling or religion. Michael, you'll get advantage on this if you do religion instead of animal handling.
Can I just real quick get over to Dimitri and so it makes sense? I check it.
Yeah, no, you can. Yeah, you can definitely move over there. He's got a hand.
Alright,
So I'm just gonna move you over there to him. But I need a religion or animal handling check from you, Michael.
Religion.
Okay, then you get advantage on this.
Alright, it was intelligence and proficiency with a D20.
Yep.
And actually, I don't know why God is on my side, but I got somehow another 20.
Okay, that's great.
I literally got the same goddamn thing.
Dimitri,
26.
are you rolling?
I rolled a 9, so I ain't learning anything.
Oh yeah, you're just struggling to hold that thing down. You're like, fuck.
Well, actually, I was about ready to smash it. So.
Yeah, no, it calms down after a little
What?
bit. It definitely calms down after a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay,
and, like,
so for those of you that rolled an animal handling check, you realize that this is like you get a sense that the scythe was acting off of a basic instinct, like any animal would, like a lion would hunt gazelles for prey. It was doing something, but you're pretty sure that it was not hunting living humans. Or living people. It was hunting something else. As for those who got the religion check, which is just you, Michael, you realize that your scythe has a lot more power than you thought it did. It has abilities that have to do with your background specifically, and the certain character aspects of Michael himself.
Damn.
I can't go into further detail than that, but I think you know what that implies.
Yeah, I
and
know
that,
what I'm
that I need you to mark down just as a score. Yeah, I won't tell you what it's for, but currently you're at a +1 to this hidden score.
Okay. So, do I just go into character and like that character sheet thing and just put a 3 in other hidden traits?
No, this is something separate from that. This has to do with understanding your own background.
Alright, so is it, can you like send it to me, or is it
Yeah, I can
also...
send it to you.
Alright.
I'll type that out to
I'd
you.
like that.
Okay,
I'd like
so
that.
yeah, that is what the site's doing. It's completely calmed down now. And Dimitri, you feel like if you were to step away from the scythe right now, it wouldn't do anything. Whatever was happening has stopped.
Well, also my dwarf is kind of mad at Michael, so unless he does something, I'm legit about ready to smash his scythe.
Okay, that's up to you and Michael.
Wow.
Go and take it. So, Michael, I sent you the thing, but I think you might want to respond to what Dimitri's about to do.
Alright. What was it?
I think he's trying to take the scythe away.
So pretty much, my dwarf has his warhammer ready, and he yells at you, "Get your fucking shit under control, you coward!" As I'm about to hit your scythe.
Damn. And I'm just like, it has never done this before. I have never seen that before, like ever. It did that on its own. I don't know what happened.
Damn.
He,
God.
with a disgruntled face, he just stares at you angrily, and then just puts his warhammer back on the ground, picks up your scythe, and then throws it back to you.
Well, at least I'm not gonna. Thank you for Dimitri for at least not destroying it.
Well, he throws it at you quite hard, so hopefully you catch it.
Yeah, Michael, make a dexterity saving throw from Dimitri there to see if you can catch it.
Hey, I get a 14 in total.
Okay, then yeah, you can catch it.
Alright, nice. I don't fuck up.
Yeah,
I don't get my head cut off.
I set the threshold at 14. If you had been lower than that, Dimitri would make his attack against you.
Oh shit.
So.
How to kill your friend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Part 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, one second. I need to make a DM roll. Give me 1 second. Need to find the right dice here.
Oh no, this is always. God, how many dice are you rolling?
2. They're just
Okay,
metal
I'm
dice,
like-
so they're really loud.
Okay, I'm just like, oh my god, is he rolling like, is he like doing like a that just grabs a bunch of like D4s and just rolls them onto the dice tray.
Okay, there we go. And I need one more here. Wow.
We all knew what the joke was.
That really sucks for me, because now I need to figure out what to do. Basically, I rolled super low, super high, and right in the middle. So I'm going to actually make one more here. Okay. So as this shenanigans is going on, and the guards, all the guards return. The ones from the north, the east, the south, and the west all return. And there is, give me 1 second as I put this in here. Just finding a good token here. There we go.
Damn, I love the music.
As the ones from the east return, they bring a townsfolk with them. They are the only ones to return with anyone.
Really?
Yep. And so now this townsfolk's person is here.
Alright, I'm gonna go over to them. And what I want to do, I'm just gonna go over. There we go. Ba-boom.
Yep. Also,
wanna...
Elfie, you are free to return unless you want to do anything else at this point.
It is a blacksmith shop, so I'm going to check for any coins in there.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check. I'm sorry, they're Ignis.
It's Luke Goblin.
I want to get Elfie back into the group so that they can start doing stuff, because I feel like they've been left alone this entire campaign.
They're just forging away. They're just hammering.
Yeah, they're just looting.
Yeah, I just
casually looting.
This is rogue stuff. This is rogue. This is so
12
rogue.
plus 3 is 15.
15. If this man had any money, it's not in the shop.
Ah, smart man.
Yeah.
Okay. So unless you want to do anything
Alright, I'll
else,
head
you're
towards
free to
backwards.
return to the group so you can be part of this next stuff.
Yes, I'll return to the group.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna ask the townsfolk.
Okay, so I'm gonna just move you here, back here.
Oh, okay. Alright, so I'm gonna ask the townsfolk. What happened before they... Is there anything that happened that might give us some information as to what is going on?
Oh, jeez. They seem pretty young. They're maybe anywhere between 12 to 15.
Oh shit.
They are not a kid that would necessarily trigger Jessica. Don't worry. That's more for actual children.
Yeah, I know.
Not okay.
I'll blow somebody's balls off.
Geez, I don't really know what happened, but I just woke up and the entire village was on fire, and I saw a group of them. I saw a group of these. They point frantically at one of the enemy. I saw a group of them leading away some of the town folks to the east. I was able to hide. They didn't see me. They seemed more preoccupied. I can only assume it's because of you guys. So I can only say thank you. You saved my life.
So you're saying that these Kogach led the people eastward, correct?
Did I actually give you the name
And that's all
Kogach?
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Okay,
you did.
okay. I just want to make sure. Yeah. If that's what they're calling themselves, then yes, they start counting on their fingers. Let's see, 1.
Just like...
A one.
Oh my god. They led. They continue counting on their fingers. basically the entire village away.
The entire village. I just get down on one knee just to get at eye level with him.
You'd have to hunch over slightly. They're not that short.
Okay.
They're teenagers, not
alright, so
midgets.
I'll do like the thing that parents do sometimes, where they put their hands on their knees when they hunch over, just so I can get an eye level with him.
Smaller than you. What do you mean?
And what I'm gonna do is try to. Were you able to read anything on them? Any symbols? Were there any other group of people with them that you saw?
No, it was just the ones dressed with that fur and bone armor. By the way, I rolled 2 D100s out of 200 villagers. 189 of them were led away.
Oh shit!
Can we just say it took him to count 2 fingers to figure that out?
It took him multiple hands to figure that one out.
Just sprouts 4 hands. So, and what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna be like, so you're saying these group of people took everyone away eastward, and I'm just like pointing to the Kogach that's like kind of still like this Kogach right here. If I can just like communicate with him a bit, like that's the one that's closest to me. Just like he was the one that their people you away, correct?
Yes.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna thank you, child. Could someone try to get him some food or water or anything?
By this
He must be starving.
By this point, the female elf, who you would know as the city guard lieutenant. Lieutenant.
Hi, bitch one.
She goes, "Of course we will get him food. Do not worry. He will be well taken care of."
Thank you.
She points to one of the soldiers, and they pull out their ration pack and a flask or a tankard of water. Not tankard. What the fuck is that thing? That's a survival thing.
A canister.
A canister. Thank you. A canister of water, and hands it to the kid.
All right. So I just want to double check and clarify. This dude right here. Or I gotta pull up my. That's my first.
You can ping it.
This dude right here. We haven't asked him anything yet. Anything?
The one directly below you, no.
Okay, so I just go over to the lieutenant and just like, would you come with me real quick while I ask him some questions? Cause I'm dead ass like, Jesus. Like, first off, this kid lost his family. Like almost his entire village is destroyed, and I want to make sure like I get in the full picture. So I'm gonna walk over to back Kogach and almost ask him the same stuff.
So you asked the kid to come with you?
No, the city guard.
Oh, okay. The city guard are around him. They're holding him.
I'm at the hi, bitch one.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, the lieutenant. I want her to come with me as stuff, and I want to ask them almost the same, like, have you ever seen, kind of like the same stuff I asked like last Thursday, just being like, dudes, black cloak, one in a red cloak specifically, the symbol. Have you ever interacted with them before? And I want to go into more detail and just ask them the word. Do you know the phrase tomatiga?
Do you know or muffin know?
Okay, while you're asking that, Jessica, what are you doing?
Sorry, I'm not gonna lie, I've been moving Jessica slowly and further away until someone noticed.
I noticed a while ago. I'm checking in with you because you haven't done much this session, and that's in a way to make up for the fact that you did a lot last session.
Oh yeah, no, I get that, yeah.
So I hope you're enjoying the story up until now.
Yeah, to be honest, Jessica's just doing whatever. To be honest, I have no idea. I cannot think of anything.
Okay, I wanted to check in with
Alright.
you. You know,
I'm just
make
gonna
you
be
feel included.
All right, I'll have Jessica come with me as well. I want as many people to get the sense of like I mean shit, like not shit, but like I'm like not fucking around. So
No.
I signal Jessica to come over to
Did this guy, the one that they're questioning, see me shoot this guy's dick off, then him explode?
Absolutely, yes.
Oh, then yeah, then it'd be perfect if I'm just right there.
Okay,
just loading
so,
it up like a gun.
you guys
Just
are
prepared.
going to do the same as last session, a tandem roll. One of you's going for persuasion, the other one's intimidation.
I want to do intimidation this time.
No, you're persuasion.
Oh god
Yeah,
damn
no,
it!
it's me.
I don't want to
You-
be charming.
It's me. You really think I can't intimidate the shit
I
out of
suck at
someone?
persuasion.
No. You're trying to sound angry and like be serious, but with Jessica
Batman.
standing behind him, it's the intimidation of that.
Okay.
Not only
Don't try to
that,
blow his dick off.
I won't. But I'm just gonna say, not only is it the intimidation of me being behind him, but him watching me shoot this guy's dick off and him explode.
Yeah.
I got on that
I'm
20.
gonna give Jessica.
A
I'm
nat
gonna give
20.
Jessica guidance.
I don't need it. I got a nat 20 anyway.
Oh my god. I got a 13 in persuasion.
So DM, how did this guy
Don't
react?
blow his dick off again.
I'm not going to. I'm just intimidating
So
the
as
fuck out of you.
Ignis and the lieutenant walk up, and Ignis starts questioning him, he's definitely listening intently. It's not until Jessica starts making his way over that you can see through the paint and the bone mask that his eyes widen behind the mask, and he starts to physically shake in the guard's hands as he goes, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
We just smell something.
Talk.
Oh well, shit.
Talk.
Yeah, he
I just
absolutely
say-
shits and pisses himself at that
I'm
moment.
just gonna say very sternly. Start talking.
He just starts talking. He tells you his name. He tells you where he's from. He tells
You
you
everything.
He tells you that his mom used to bake him little snacks.
Not all of that.
No, one thing, I just whispered to him, get to the point. Don't worry, it's not your dick on the line, it's your ass.
But I need that. He hurries up after Jessica leans in, and he goes, "Well, I know you're interested in these people who are wearing these robes, but I
The
honestly,
crimson fucker, yes.
I haven't been with them for long enough. I've never seen them.
Do you know which organization they're a part of?
No. But I was part of the attack team to try and stop any defenses the village had, and I'm not entirely sure exactly what the orders were to those who were collecting the villagers, but they were supposed to take them back to our encampment to wait for what they called collection.
Collection.
Yes.
They're hoarders. God damn it.
Yeah, you just go there. There's
And-
mason jars full of piss everywhere.
I was about to say, it reminds me of the collectors from Mass Effect.
No. So that is definitely far more closer to what I'm thinking of than hoarders.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dimitri.
Well, now he'd see that wasn't so hard. You get to keep your dick and you get to keep your ass and you don't explode.
You know, to be honest with you, I can't believe they're together after all that shit.
My face.
Well.
My ass cheeks.
So-
No.
God damn it!
No,
No,
he does not actually say that.
no. I just look at him. After this, change your life around, become a clown.
I just put my hand up to
You know,
Jessica.
Gideon.
This is gonna keep going. And my face,
It's the only thing I ever wanted.
my face, you just see anger on it as he's explaining this collection, and like you almost see, like behind my eyes, almost like a fire has been lit, and I grit my teeth as I ask, when is the supposed collection?
Oh wow, okay. He doesn't answer you. He is able to pull his arms away from the guard and just covers his head as he curls up on the ground, unable to answer you any further. Not just because of fear, but you also get the inclination that he doesn't know the answer.
I pull like the back of his armor, like just yank him up to get him on his knees, and I just ask again, when?
I don't know! Please don't hurt me!
Jessica just walks over to Ignis and just puts her hand on Ignis's shoulder and like, they don't know. There's no point in questioning further if you're going to ask the same thing over. I can see you're not okay. We can talk, but this idiot doesn't know shit about when the collection is.
And you say you're Gilgatch.
Can Elfie hear this conversation?
Yeah, everybody in the circle can hear it.
Can I move over to Jessica and Ignis and the person they're questioning?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just let me know if you want to be moved anywhere else.
All right.
And you say you're Gilgatch.
I want to try to like talk to Jessica and Ignis and be like, hey, maybe we can use this to our advantage.
I'm not DMing Jessica or Ignis. That's
No.
your response.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm hesitating, and I'm just again holding him by the back of his armor as I'm just looking over at him.
You can see past
And-
the bone mask just the absolute terror in his eyes as he just does his best to cover his face.
I take the mask, I rip it off, and I say to his face,
You
As-
see a 13-year-old human kid behind the mask.
I was about to say, as you rip it off, I just like grab both your shoulders and turn you to me. Ignis, stop. You need to calm the fuck down. And that's coming from me.
Yeah, I was about to say it's crazy Jessica's saying that.
I just almost fling him to the ground.
Okay, 1 second.
I want to try and catch him.
Oh, you try and catch him? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can catch him as Ignis throws them away.
Ignis, they're young. You can see that. I can see what they've said touched a nerve, a heavy one at that. Just like the blood magic for me. But you need to calm down. You think you can help the people? With the do you really think you can help the people that are being collected in this kind of state you're in right now? Do you think you'll be any use to them if you're like this?
People at all shouldn't be used or seen as or be property of anyone.
I
And
would
I
like
agree.
to point out at this time as DM, slavery is a very common practice across the world at this point.
Well, I'm anti-slavery.
Just throwing it out there. There are slaves in the city you grow up in.
And then there's
As,
me. So I was
those who are
technically
arguing
grew up
within
as
like a very close proximity. I cast thaumaturgy around them as like the bells are starting to toll. As in like it seems like I'm casting Toll of Death, but I'm not. It's pretty much to scare them.
He passes out due to fear.
Well, shit. I was gonna ask them a question.
Too
I just
bad he's
lay-
unconscious.
Jessica
Wait,
just lays their head
who cast
down.
the thaumaturgy?
Dimitri did.
Yeah, I did.
I'm gonna turn around to Dimitri and be like, "Damn it! I had a question."
I'm
Jessica just lays their head
gonna.
down.
Can I search this kid's body to see if like there's a map to where their encampment is?
He even said he doesn't know where the.
He doesn't know. Like I'm talking about like
When?
the encampment of like.
Oh,
this
when?
couple,
Yeah,
like,
he
of this
doesn't know
tribe of
when
Finnick
it's going to happen. You can absolutely try and search him. Roll me an
Alright,
investigation check.
All right.
But Ignis, you need to calm down.
If only I could cast guidance on myself, but I can't.
You actually can.
Investigation.
It is a touch.
You just pull out your dick and start jerking off.
Start jerking off.
Guidance!
It's a touch cantrip.
That
You
is
can
a
touch yourself
19.
and freaking
19?
use it.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to roll to see if he even has it on him. Because you definitely can find it on him if he has it. Wow, you're lucky. He has a general map of the area. And there is just a circled region on that map that denotes where the campsite is. But it is still a large enough region that it's clear that the idea behind this specific map is to prevent people like you from grabbing it and just knowing where the camp is. But you do have a general region of about 40 to 50 square miles that you can search now.
Okay.
Boy, why don't you do something useful like, reading his mind?
Elfie is going to try to grab them and try to slap them awake.
Jess wants to just trying to stop them. Like,
Okay.
I don't want, and it's like,
This kid's no more use to us.
Jess would basically just take the hit.
You guys can make opposed athletic checks to see if you want to attack. Otherwise, Elfie, you are free to, just let Jessica block it.
I'll make an athletics check. because I
Okay,
have
make
a
opposed
plan.
athletics checks.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Athletics is 21, 22.
All right. Well, shit, 17.
Okay, so Jessica just steps in your way and is like, just stop. They don't know anything.
They don't know anything. We're
Elfie
not.
will respond with, but they could lead us to the camp.
And your choice of getting them to lead us is to abuse them even more. They've watched their comrades die. They're alive, and they are currently passed out. They shat themselves. They pissed themselves.
You guys can all smell this, by the way.
And your idea is to slap them. And
This
you
is
can
how
just
they
like,
got me to
you just see
respond
like
to
an anger in Jessica. Like she's like not even like saying, "Oh, you just want to slap them." No, she's like, "And you plan to slap them awake." There's like an anger growing with each word.
This, will just be like,
These people were not Kogach. They never were. I know the Kogach. They don't do this type of shit.
Hey,
guy-
who's using information they gained from last session?
Me, bitch!
This boy is a child.
And this child, voluntarily or involuntarily, I don't give a fuck, decided to come here, take that kid's family away. And I'm pointing to the child who I was talking to earlier about what was happening. That child's family. They were being
Elvis
led.
is gonna say, fuck family, that's how they toughened me. We can recruit them.
Ignis, keep in mind, I'm protecting this child. What do you think that fucking means? You know what I've been through. You know what I'm like around children, and yet I'm protecting this one.
You guys hear Dimitri just laughing at your guys' argument?
So you just see just flip them off. Wait,
Um,
wait. Do I have a good spell for that?
As you figure
No.
that out, I will tell Ignis that you are actually pretty sure that they are true Kogach. again, the term Kogach basically means what the Romans meant when they said barbarians.
Yeah, but like in this sense, like I didn't like I meant it as like I knew who Kogach were, like, and their like morals and everything.
Okay. I just want to make sure that you had a full understanding of what I explained last
Yeah,
session. Okay.
yeah. Just like I'm just saying that, like they've never had a problem with anyone or anything in Avangard, and this is just way out of line for them. They are, in my eyes, they're not Kogach. As someone who like grew up with someone who was a Kogach.
Okay.
Look,
Yeah, like
as you think
don't-
of, did you find a spell there, Jessica?
No, I don't. I just flip them off.
Okay, so as you flip them off, roll me a d20 with disadvantage.
oh shit.
That's a 15.
Fuck you.
I got a 19 and a 15.
Okay, I'm cursing your dice. Roll again.
No, fuck you. Imagine I get
I'm
a nat
using the
20.
dread system.
Imagine I get a
I'm
nat
surprised you're not asking
20.
me to roll a d20.
I got an 18.
Okay,
instead of
fine. You flip them off and nothing happens.
15.
Is there anything?
Elfie's just gonna retract. Is going to say, "Would you rather we splash water in their face?"
I'd rather we let them rest. I know what
We
it's
haven't-
like to be that kind of scared. And I don't
Fear is
want.
a
I don't
weakness.
want. You shouldn't interrupt that
DM.
kind of fear.
Yes.
Is there anything that triggers anything that this is happening with the kid being, with these people being, quote unquote, collected, being taken away from families? Is there anything that
Triggers from
something?
your backstory?
Yeah.
Let me roll. No. This situation is different enough. Despite the fact that, yes, there was fire when you were taken. Yes, despite the fact that families were interrupted. Just the fact that this is a much larger village. Like, your clan of Tiefling was at most 25 individuals. There's just a different scale to this that it seems not necessarily foreign or alien to you, but it's distinct enough that from your own history you don't feel any connection necessarily beyond the anger that you're already feeling. If that's what you were looking for, unless you were looking for something else.
Zoe, I'd also just DM'd you something.
I saw.
Okay. I'm gonna hand the map over to the lieutenant and just be like, any bright fucking ideas of where we could find this Kogach clan?
The lieutenant takes it and looks at the map, turning it upside down, sideways, and goes, "This is an area of the forest that should have no clans in it. I do not know if there's a specific settlement or if there is something else there. However, part of the circle is outside of the forest, and from my own knowledge of the Kogach, my guess is that they are at least a mile inside the forest, greatly limiting our search area." And from your own history, upon her words, you would think that there is nothing wrong with what she said. That actually makes sense.
So they will be a mile into the forest.
At least. But any further than that, and there's anyway, so it's at least a mile in, and that sounds right to you.
Okay. And that other Kogach is still, like, chained, is still being restrained.
Yes, there is
The one
one
that just saw.
near the leader that is still being restrained that is conscious.
I'm probably
Okay.
covered in blood.
I'm gonna-
Definitely covered in blood.
I'm gonna walk over to him, and what I'm gonna do
As
is
soon as
I'm
you
gonna-
step up, he spits on you.
I grab the mask, I hold him by the neck, and I say threateningly, "Where are you looking?"
Okay.
And I'm just slowly squeezing it.
If Jessica doesn't do anything here, you can finally roll intimidation.
Yay!
I'm not going to do anything other than be like behind Ignis. I'm not going to say anything. It's going to be behind Ignis, just so that Ignis doesn't go too far.
Okay, then just roll intimidation, Ignis.
Can I try to assist Ignis by holding my pistol, even though I know it doesn't have a charged crystal at them?
So what do I do with assist? Do I add something with that?
Yeah, you can give him the help action, basically, which allows you to roll with advantage, Ignis.
Okay.
While Ignis is rolling, Michael, do you want to do anything, since I know you've been a little left alone so far?
That's a 13.
I mean, no, I don't really do anything. I just kind of look at my scythe confused on what the hell happened.
Okay, so on a 13, let me roll an opposed check to that 13. Oh god, I dropped my dice.
Aww.
Okay. He scoffs at you even as you are like choking him and goes, I'll tell you nothing.
Sorry, I was chewing. I punch him. And I say, give me answers!
Jessica's just shaking her head. Ignis,
I'll give you answers once your balls drop, boy.
Ignis, you can't do anything if you're like this. You're just gonna be
Shut up.
more of a failure. Make me. As Jessica just gives him the stern look. Make
Okay, first
me.
off,
You know
let's
what?
move Ignis over here and Jessica behind them.
Because of my state of mind, what I'm going to do, for Flare, from the neck, my hand grows cold, and the ice starts to form around his neck.
Are you
as
using
I
like grasp, the ice grasp thing?
No, what I'm doing is
Cold touch.
I am casting frostbite.
Okay, roll for damage. It will automatically hit.
2d6. Yay!
Didn't think I'd need to pull out my chart of people who've been hurt.
I've been trying to prevent pain at this point, which is magical for Jessica.
Hillgrant Village.
That is a 6.
How much?
6 cold damage.
Is he dead?
He had 1 HP left.
No.
As your grasp of cold frost touch thingy wraps around him, you don't even pay attention to the fact that he was already actively bleeding from many wounds on his body. And as you just keep going and keep going, you cannot control your anger, and you literally freeze it so deeply that with the strength of your own fist, you crack the ice and decapitate him.
Jessica's just giving a look of "I told you so."
He had 1 HP. I'm so glad I kept that open. That I could easily look that up.
I just say to his corpse, "You don't even deserve reincarnation.
Okay.
You deserve the deepest pits of hell."
Ignis, you're going over.
And I turn away.
As you kill him, Dimitri, are you still holding the scythe down on the ground?
No, I threw it back at Michael.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he
So
threw it back to me.
okay, so I'm going to timey-wimey this a little bit, and mid-air, as you are about to catch the scythe, it turns directions and flies directly over to the now dead ranger that Ignis just killed, and hovers there for a brief moment before it collapses onto the ground and onto the now deceased body of that ranger.
I am just I have no words and it's just in disbelief. just shocked.
Michael, do you remember the trait that I have you tracking, the number of people you've killed, personally?
And no, but I do remember you had your
Well, you don't
did
have
one.
anybody killed, I know that for sure. But you can
Yeah.
add +1 to that tracker now.
Wait, what? I killed somebody? I
No,
commit
but
genocide?
you can add +1 to that tracker now.
Hey.
So I don't know how this is gonna go,
Do it.
but Jessica's gonna just look at Ignis and just smile and just say, "Did that feel better? What do you think to get your anger out? You know I'm always being a
Shut up.
punching bag. I'm more durable than you think. Go ahead.
So, Zaru,
What's up?
Not like you could hit
is
me.
Elfie still over by the unconscious enemy?
Yes, you are.
Don't loot
So
that fucking
while
body, you fucking
Jessica and
kleptomaniac.
everyone else is over there, and I try to splash water in their face.
You absolutely can. I need you to make a sleight of hand check against the fountain.
Sleight of hand, got you. Alright. Oh shit! 15! And it's with the +5, so it's 20.
Oh my god!
This was an opposed check.
Oh.
The fountain rolled a nat 20.
Oh!
Wait,
You get bitch slapped by water.
you continuously grab little handfuls of water, and by the time you turn around and make your way over to the to this unconscious teenager, the water's left your hands. You cannot seem to keep hold of the water.
shit.
However,
Oh.
you're now going to be made to make an Arcana check. It's not technically
Arcana
a
check?
saving throw, but I'm making you make it.
Arcana, is it intelligence or wisdom?
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
But yeah, Jessica's just trying to provoke Ignis to get them
15.
to punch her.
15.
All together.
The water's acting unnatural to you. It seems to have a lower viscosity than water should.
Well, that's weird. I'm guessing it's blaming me for taking all the coins out of it.
Okay,
Elfie's
fair
just
enough.
the biggest snow goblin.
Just
Um,
come on, Iggy. I know you need to get some more anger out. Give it your best shot.
Alright, I will. If the water fails, I'll
I'm
try
sorry,
to
I'm
take
chewing
it
right
away.
now.
Yeah, that's all good. That's all good.
If you're chewing, then Elfie, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was gonna say, if the water fails, I'm gonna try to shake them awake.
Make a non-lethal or make an attack roll against him.
An attack roll?
Yeah.
You just hear Jess shout over, and if you kill them, I'm gonna come for you
just
next.
an attack roll. You don't need to roll damage. Just an attack roll.
Okay, okay.
You better get in that one. I said don't disturb them.
Their AC, by the way, they're a fighter, so it is 14.
16.
Oh, wow.
16. Okay,
Damn.
you're successfully able to grab them and shake them, and they don't wake up.
Good.
Well, shit. Okay.
You just hear Jess shout over, let the bugger rest.
So, Michael, are you going to retrieve your scythe, or are you just going to let it lay over there?
I thought it did. I did catch it back there.
No, I
yeah.
timey-wimed it a little
I
bit.
forgot.
So your scythe is now over there where I just painted.
Yeah, I completely forgot. Yeah, I do go over there and just pick up my scythe.
Okay.
I'll just place myself there.
Okay, so as you zip on over there, and as Ignis and Jessica seem to be fighting, you pick up the scythe, and the entire world disappears around you. You are standing on a tranquil black surface that seems to be made of obsidian. The world is backlit by continuous light that lights everything evenly, but only ever so slightly. The entire world around you has no definition anymore. There is literally nothing but you and the scythe you're holding. And from that scythe whispers a voice that none of you, except for Michael, can hear.
1
second. If this would allow me to do this, it won't let me do this. Michael, go up to general chat.
Alright, general?
Yep. And from the scythe issues the voice that speaks in the language of the dead. You don't know this is the language of the dead yet, but it says, "Please save my soul from the abominations that exist under the ground. His name is Abgala." And that's all you hear from it. We can now rejoin the rest of the group. Make sure to note the name that I just gave you, please.
Alright, also, can I, like, after when you're done, can I get a recording?
Yes, this will be posted. For those who are members of the group, if you do rewatch the recording, please skip past this point.
Will do.
Because, Michael, if you attempt to share this information, you would find yourself mute.
Oh, okay. Like, to others, do I just, like, look like my soul left my body?
No,
like,
to everybody else, you see nothing except for Michael pick up his scythe, hold it for a moment, and then continue, doing whatever Michael would do. It took probably less than a millisecond for what you just experienced, Michael.
Okay, like I just drop it and take a step back and, like, kind of like a little terrified or unsettled.
So, could I either do two things? So Ignis saw this out the corner of his eye.
Yeah, well, you'd also hear the clattering of the scythe onto the cobblestone.
Yeah, I would like to do one of two things. If it's possible, I want to do an insight check on Michael, or I want to check out that scythe again through a magic sense.
You can do both, but before I get those answers, I need to take a quick pee break.
Okay. Well, it is midnight right now.
Yeah, also speaking of which, if any of you have a time issue, we are now officially going over the scheduled end period of this session, and we can end here with that secret reveal to Michael.
I've got work in the morning, so...
it's up to you then, Jessica. Do you want to end here? Because we can.
If it's okay, because
absolutely.
I do need work.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I mean,
nice little cliffhanger.
Yeah, it's a great cliffhanger. Yeah, you guys all see Michael just drop his scythe and take a couple steps back away from it.
Like unsettled and a little terrified.
Okay.
And
that wraps up session 3. Thank you all for attending.
1 second. Apologies. Right before we end it, if I can go up to the lieutenant and say, "Hey, when the kid wakes up, let me know. I can try to talk them into letting us know where we need to go."
She gives you a side eye and says, "Hopefully your interrogation techniques are better than your ability to hold water."
Damn, just called him out. Called Healthy out.
So, thank you all for attending. I tried to make sure that each of you had something to do here. Again, Jessica, I apologize. You worked so much last session. I thought you needed a break.
Damn, I really feel like Michael got like most of the spotlight.
Well, you got
did.
literally none of the spotlight last session because Queek wasn't here, and both of you had related stuff, so I couldn't really cover it without them here.
But
Yes, I need to go home.
like, by the way, Saru, I just, when we're done, I'd like to like talk about that thing you sent to me.
Okay.
I think you knew what.
That's all good. I hope you all enjoyed this session. It has been the continuation. Don't worry, things will pick up the pace a little bit in next session since we've pretty much finished the collection phase of information. And I'm thank you for all attending.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
what that mic does.
Yeah.
See y'all
guys.
next week.
Over,
Yeah.
like metagaming, I know what it does.
What
I know
does?
So, the scythe.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I didn't give
It
you any
collects souls.
information. Yeah, no, that's the basic information on any scythe, you know. And not to sound too cliche. Yeah, not to sound too cliche, but the scythe does a little bit more than that. Even Michael doesn't know exactly what the scythe does.
I was surprised that it just did that. Like, that was the last thing I expected. An
Oh yeah.
inanimate
Oh, wait.
object just float and do stuff.
Is the
Go on a
scythe?
seizure.
Oh my god! If the scythe is a demon, I'm
Alright,
gonna
I'll see you all
love that
next
even more.
It is.
It's like a demon that.
It is not. I'll tell you that right now. It is
Damn it!
not a
I
demon.
know it collects souls. I know it collects souls.
So yeah, again, I hope you all had a lovely time here and enjoyed the session today.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye. Hey Leah, I'm going to have to remove you from the channel now, just because me and Michael need to talk. So I'm also ending the recording here.